Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Ilham Zaidan Taufikullah, and today we learn about Module 10, which is Sequential File. Okay, first of all, there is a practicum aim, which is first, understanding file forms in the algorithm. Second, understanding data storage by using text files and binary files. Three, can distinguish between text files and binary files. Fourth, can open files, close files, open data to files, and read them for both binary text and binary files in the algorithm as well as in C language. Okay, this is the general description. Sequential files are used so that the results of an executable programs can be stored permanently in any storage device, not temporarily disappearing when the program is closed or stopped. The goal is that the data that has been stored can be reused. The C language provides a structure that can be used to store all of the information needed to control the data flow of a file. The file structure, often referred to as a file handle and declared in the standard stdoh header file, the structure will store a file's current flow information, which is include a file position indicator, a buffer pointer if any, an error indicator that saves when a read or write error occurs, and end of file indicator that stores when the end of file has been achieved, as well as other information needed. Okay, the first way must be done to get information from the structure. The file is declaring a pointer that will point to file structure, such a pointer is called a file pointer. Following are the general form of pointer declaration to the file referred above. For example, we will declare a pointer with the name of HFP to point the file structure. So the syntax for writing is as follows. Yeah, this is the syntax. Okay, we will learn about open or activate the file. Before a file can be processed, read, or written, the file must be opened first. For this purpose, there is a function called fopen. Here as the basic forms. So the forms is here the pink one. Okay, description. File name in the form of the name of the file to be opened. Mode, which is a type of operation string to be performed on a file. Then the basic form in this module is contained in the file stdio.h. Now, this is the mode of fopen, which is in C language. So this is the example form of fopen function. fp equal fopen test.txt. The test.txt is the file that we will open to write. The model is w, so the model is write. If the model argument has a plus symbol in it, it's named as update mode. The process of input, reading from a file, and output, writing to a file, can be implemented in the current flow of a file in question. The writing process should not be directly followed by the writing process without any intervening flash function or file positioning function. Okay, after understanding how to open file, let's continue with processing the file.
Thank you, Zane, for explaining the previous topic. So I'm going to continue with the processing file topic. But first of all, my name is Alvaro with ALV as an assistant code. We're going to learn about processing files. There are two types of file in this module. The first one is text file. Text file is used to store data such as character and string. And then the second one is a binary file. Binary file is used to store complex data such as struct or structure. The today or right now, we're going to learn about a text file. There are a few modes on the text file. The first one is R. R is for opening the file for reading process, and then W is for opening the file for writing process, and then A is for opening the file for appending process. And then there's a three more with the plus sign. It's actually the same, but like the R plus is same as R, but also can be used to write. And then the W plus is same as W, but also can be used to read. And then lastly, the A plus, same as A, but also can be used to read. So the main topic here is how to write, read, and append data to the text file. Okay, so first we're going to learn how to write and read data in the text file. So here it is, the basic form. If you want to write something or if you want to read something in the text file, as you can see right here, S is for string data, and then stream is the file pointer, and is defined how many characters will be stored on the string S, and then fprintf used to write the string S into a file based on the string pointer by the format to determine the argument. Then fgets is used to read string from file into string S. Then the fgetc is quite similar to fgets, but used to read on a character basis. So we're going to jump into the code. This is the code for if you want to read something or read some file to the text file. First of all, like the usual, we write the header, and then we define some variable name string with the data type of char. And then in the main program, we're going to name the file pointer f_text. And then the first step is we're going to open the file using the pointer ftext. fopen example.txt. This is the file name because we are using a text file, so it's .txt. And then the file mode W, because we're going to write something in this file. Get is for save what we input to the variable, and then the fprintf is for saving the data to the file. And the last step is to close the file. So if we run this code, and for example, I'm going to write hello world. Okay, so this code is already writing or saving this hello world to this example.txt. If you want to check it, and you can find this example.txt on the same folder as you saved this C program. So in this case, I'm going to go to the writing folder, and here it is, the example.txt. And if we open it, we actually can see the hello world that we typed before is stored on the example.txt file. Okay, next one, we're going to learn how to read data to the or we're going to learn how to read the data on a text file. Sorry, it's actually quite similar. The difference is on the line 7. We are not using the W anymore. We're using R because we're going to read something, or we're going to read text. So we use R file mode. And then while f_get string size of string f underscore text is not equal to no, is for reading or like searching the file or the text. And then the printf is used to display or show the text or the data to the screen. And then lastly, we close the file. So we already make or write something to the example.txt in this writing folder. So we're going to use this. We copy it, and then we go into reading folder, and then we paste it. Okay, so if we run this program, it should be reading the example.txt. Yes, this is the same text or the same data we write earlier. Hello world. So yeah, this is the basic code, or yeah, the basic code if you want to read data to the in the text file. And then lastly, we're going to learn how to append that data to the text file. It's actually the same, or just the file mode is different between the write and append. As you can see here, the only difference is the file mode. So what's the difference between the write and append? So if you append data to the file, instead of replacing it with the new data, your new text will be stored, will be saved below the previous text you write before. For example, we're going to run this program, and then we write hello world. Okay, so it is the same like write. It will create some file in here, example.txt, and if we open it, we can actually find the text we insert before is stored here, hello world. Because of we use A instead of W, if we run this again, okay, and we add some data like, for example, telecom university. So instead of replacing the hello world, it will store below the hello world. So I'm going to check it. Yeah, instead of deleting this or replacing this, it's just writing the telecom university below this hello world. So yeah, that's it for me. We learned about writing, reading, and append data to the text file. So the next topic will be continued by my friends, Zaya.
Thank you, Alvaro. Okay, my name is Mazaya, and my assistant code is MZY. So here I am gonna explain about file binner and how to do things about them. Okay, the first one is writing and reading data in file binner. Okay, so there are two functions for writing or reading a data in the form of memory blocks or consisting of bytes, that called file binner, and these two functions are called fread and fwrite. What you see here is the basic form of them. Okay, the first one we got size underscore t fread in parentheses void asterisk restrict ptr comma size underscore t size comma size underscore t and memb comma file asterisk restrict stream. And don't forget, in the end of function, we must add semicolon. And for fwrite, it is basically the same as fread, but instead of void, it uses const void. Okay, so what is PTR? PTR is a pointer that points to an area of memory that we'll use as a temporary data storage for reading from files, for fwrite, or for writing data into files, or fwrite. Okay, the size of one block in bytes to read or to be written. And the MEMB adds the number of memory blocks to be read or written at one time. Stream is a file pointer that points to file. Underscore T size. Underscore T is a special integer data type that can store the size of an object, such as variable, arrays, data types, and anything that can store value stored in memory in bytes. This data type is also size of operator, but part of this function returns the sum of the number of memory blocks that have been read or written at one time. To be able to write or read data for more than one block based on the value of NMEMB, an array must be used as a temporary storage placed as an input to the PTR argument. Okay, now let's move on and let's see the example of the code for writing and reading data in file binner. So this is the example of the code to write data to binary file. First of all, we got the header, the main function, and then the state of the file. So file asterisk f underscore structure, don't forget the semicolon, the variables, the struct that we name as list, and then we open the file by f underscore structure equal f open in parentheses price list dot that will be our name of the file binner that will save in our document or file. And then we got the mode. We use WB as a mode because we want to write data in the binary file. Okay, next we got printf about that have a command to input the amount of menu we want to input, and then we scan the things that we input. And then we got for loops, so we can write as much as menu we want to put before. So we got menu and price, and we both scan it. For menu, we use gets because we want to have more than, we can use more than one word. And then the scanf we use because it is a number, because it is a price. And then we got the things that we learned before, fwrite. Okay, so we got fwrite in parentheses ampersand list, comma, size of list, comma, 1, comma, f underscore structure, and don't forget semicolon. Okay, the list here works as a point, as PTR. And then 1 is the value of NMEMB and that means we add one number of memory blocks to be written at one time. And f_structure is our file name. And after that, we close the file and return 0. Okay, let's see and run this code. Okay, please input the amount data of menu. I want to input 2. So the first one gonna be cupcake. And the second one is gonna be cheesecake. Voila, it is already there. So if we are gonna see, or we want to open that, we use this code to read data from binary file. Okay, like before, we got the header, we got the file structure, the file statement, the struct, and then we open the file winner. This one we use the mode RB because we want to read. Okay, what difference is we use while loop and then we got fread, the function to read the file winner. Okay, fread in parentheses ampersand list, comma size of list, comma 1, f_structure equal 1. Okay, then it's gonna print the menu and the price that we saved before. And then fclose and return 0. Okay, let's see how this code gonna run. So yeah, this is what we input before with our code to write in file winner. Move on, we are gonna learn about how to add data to binary file. So how we add data to file winner that we already have. Like we already have the file winner, so we want to add things to that. Okay, it is basically the same way as we write the data into file winner, but instead of using WB or WB plus or W plus B as a mode, we use AB plus, or A plus B to add things to the file winner. Okay, let's see the example of the code. So this is the code that will add data to our former binary file. So basically it is the same as write data to binary file, but instead of WB, we have AB as a mode, and the rest is basically the same. We use fwrite for this because we want to write in the file, but we use AB as the mode, because if we use WB, we are gonna erase the file winner that we have before and then write all over again, like start in 0. But with the mode AB, we get to add things to our file binner that we already have before. So let's try and run this code. Okay, the amount of new additional menu I want to put is 1. It's gonna be choco pie. And it's gonna be this price. Okay, it's done. To check, we are gonna run the read data or binary file again to see whether the menu I add is there. Voila, it is there. So that's it. That is what I'm gonna explain. For furthermore about how to do things in file binner is gonna be explained by Bahrul. So thank you.
Okay, thank you for Mazaya. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Bahru Mupinur Habib with assistant code BHL. In here, I want to explain about access binary file randomly. We are use the fsig with basic formula is integer fsig in parentheses file asterisk stream, comma long integer offset, comma integer length. And of stream is a file pointer that point to file. For offset is the value of the byte adjustment to the whence reference. And for whence is the file position indicator reference. We have the 3 kinds of whence, which is sig underscore set and sig underscore car, sig underscore n. For sig underscore set is on set location file, and sig underscore car is on current location file, and for sig underscore n is on n location file. For the example of whence, the first is fsig in parentheses fp, comma 3, comma sig underscore set. And the mean is the file position indicator will change 3 bytes after the beginning of the file. And the second fsig in the parentheses fp, comma -3, comma sig underscore n. It means the file position indicator will be changed 3 bytes before the end of the file. And next, fsig in parentheses fp, comma 3, comma sig underscore car. It means the file position indicator will be changed 3 bytes after the current file position indicator. Then the last one is fsig in parentheses fp, comma negative size of data, comma sig underscore car. It means the file position indicator will be changed based on the size of the data object before the current file position indicator. Okay, for extra material, we have remind function. For basic formula is void rewind in parentheses file asterisk stream. Do the rewind function change the file position indicator for the data stream point to by the stream to the beginning of the file, and through the rewind function does not return a value. Okay, in here we have the code about fsig or access binary file randomly. It looks like sequential file, but we adding the more formula like long integer, byte underscore offset, and we add to printf. Please input the desired number order the menu in the list. This code have the function for search the list order in the f underscore structure, and scanf %d structure underscore number get char, and byte underscore offset equals struct number -1 asterisk size of list. fsig in here in parentheses comma byte offset, comma fset. We use the fset for this code. And if fread and list, comma size of list, comma 1, comma f underscore structure equals no or 0, we have printf the associate menu can be on the list. And for else, result can be show the menu and price in the list. Let me check the running. Please input the desired number order the menu in the list. Okay. In Mazaya's part, in adding the list, she put the list. The number 1 is cupcake and the number 2 is cheesecake. Okay, let me see the list number 2. Okay. The answer is cheesecake with price 35,000. Okay, the next material can be explained by my friend Joe. Thanks.
In this section, we will explain how to erase data in binary files. In C program, provide function for deleting and renaming some files, respectively with the name, remove, and rename. The rename function causes the file whose name is string pointed to by file name to no be longer accessible by that name. In other words, the file will be gone. The rename function causes the file name is the string pointed to old to be henceforth known by the name given by string pointed to by new. This is program to removing data and renaming data. The file name is the name of file you want to remove. The old is name of file you want to be renamed, and the new is name for the new file. Many methods to erasing binary files, but in this module, I just explain only one method. In this method, there are several procedures, including open the my files in reading mode, create the temporary file, and open in write mode. Third, copy all data from the main file into the temporary file. Expect the data which will be removed. Fourth, close the main file and temporary file. Fifth, remove the main file. Next, rename the temporary file name based on the main file. The last, remove the temporary file. I just made a program for erasing data in binary files. In the program, we need library hashtag include string.h for using string function. Okay, this is a main file and temporary file. There is a dictionary variable with the data type is character, and also we have daftar struct. In daftar struct, we have variable, menu variable with data type is character, and harga variable with type data is double. Okay, the next is open the main file in read mode. In this file, we have daftar harga.dat. The next is open the temporary file and open it with write mode, and in the temporary file we have daftar harga2.dat. In this line, there will be provide input data to be deleted. In this syntax, this is syntax for copying data from main data to temporary data. close the both of file and deleting data harga dot dat, remove data harga dot dat, and rename daftar harga to dot dat to daftar harga dot dat. This process, the temporary file will become the main file. Now, before I using this program, I want to run another program to check exiting data. This is data. This program I made for reading data. Compile and run. We have cheesecake data. Close this. And back to erasing program. Compile and run. Enter the data you want to delete. Sorry, I forget the data. Okay, cheesecake. Cheesecake. Enter the data. Cheesecake. And enter. Close this. And run and compile again. Nah, the data is gone. The data we want to delete is gone. The program is running well.
Thank you, Zulfikar. Okay, let me introduce myself. My name is Henny and my code assistant NNY. And now I want to explain about close file. fclose function in here. Fclose is a function used to close a file, and this is the basic form to close a file. Basic form is int fclose containerizes file asterisk string containerizes semicolon, and string is a file pointer that points to file. If the fclose function is successful, it will eliminate the data flow file pointed to by the stream and close the file in question. Data buffer for the writing process that has not been written in the data stream will be written first, but the data buffer for the unread reading process will be discarded. And the fclose function returns 0 if the data flow was successfully closed, or EOF if an error was detected. And this is the example for coding program. This is the coding program write string data into text file. This is a close file from the close file located in here. The form is fclose containerizes f underscore text containerizes semicolon, and f text here is a file name, and we can try to run. And then for example, we type hello and then enter, and we can get return value 0, and it means close file successfully closed. Okay, that's all from my explanation, and the next material will be explained by Evander.
Thank you, Henny, for the explanation about close file. Now the last topic is addition. First, I want to introduce myself. My name is Evander Manuel. My assistant code is FRN. So in this topic, we will learn about emptying the buffer in the data flow. This is the basic form for emptying the buffer. It is in flash file stream. Buffer data, buffer for the writing process that has not been written into the flow of a data will be written first. If the last operation is not input, reading from a file, the flash function will cause the data buffer for the writing process that has not been written in the flow of the data to be immediately written into the file. In addition, the behavior of this function is undefined. The flash function will set an error indicator for the data flow and return the EOF value if a writing error occurs. Otherwise, it will return 0 value. Next is writing and placing file position indicators. In this topic, there is two types of basic form. It is in-f getPost and in-f setPost. fpost is a data type that can store information needed to uniquely determine each position in a file. For fsetPost, we'll store the file position indicator in the object pointed to by the post, and fsetPost will change the file position indicator based in the value of the object pointed to by the post. Both of these functions will return 0 integers if the operation is successful, and otherwise defined based on the implementation of a platform if it fails. So that's all about sequential file. I hope this video can be helpful for you guys to learn about sequential file. And thank you for listening and watching. Goodbye.